Baking has always been a big part of my childhood. From my earliest memories, I remember watching my mom bake cakes. And so that's what I'm going to demonstrate to you today, how to properly bake a cake. We're going to go through the proper mixing, baking, and icing of a cake. Through that, we have to start with the actual mixing of the cake. So we already have cake batter done right here, but the things you'll need are 2 eggs, 1 cup of water, and 1/3 of a cup of vegetable oil. You're going to combine all of that into here, and you're going to mix it up and make sure that you have the right consistency because that's a very big deal. Also use a whisk. It helps aerate the mixture and helps give it a little fluffier texture at the end. A major part that a lot of people don't think about is the baking of the cake, which is weird, right? So through the baking, you have to have the proper temperature on the oven, which is already preheated at 350 degrees. But an element that people forget about is the proper technique of how to grease a pan. Now, a lot of people can use Pam, and that works just fine, but I find that the best way to do that is to use vegetable oil. So we have vegetable oil right here. You're going to pour just a little bit in the middle, and then you're going to take a napkin, and you're just going to spread it around. Make sure you get the edges. That's the place that a lot of people don't realize that they need to get. But whenever the baking is done of the cake, it always seems to stick on the edges, and nobody knows why. And that's why. And so what you're going to do is you're going to pour your mixture into your pan. So you're just going to want to pour really slowly and go into the middle of the pan. And after that is done, you're going to want to, see it's right there, you're going to want to shake it. Make sure it gets everywhere. Because you want to make sure that it bakes evenly and you don't want this huge glob on the side and not know how that happened. And so after that's baked for 25 to 30 minutes, you're going to have your finished product. You're going to have to let it cool. You have to be very patient with it. Let it cool, and then you're going to get something that looks like this. Maybe not exactly like that, because we have 2 layers, and we have icing in the middle. And we're going to learn how to icing the cake. This is the exact same technique that was used to ice in the middle of this cake. So I enjoy using a Ziploc bag, putting it in a jar, and then just filling the icing inside. You're going to end up with a bag that looks a lot like this. So it's going to have a tip, and you're going to want to take some scissors. You're going to want to cut the tip right here. And now we have a piping bag. And so you're going to want to go in the middle and then just kind of make a circle. You're going to get it really even. And that's how you properly icing a cake. You can take a spoon or a flat knife and smooth it out some more, especially if you want to get on the edges. You can get really creative, add blueberries, add different toppings. It's really yours to make of it. And so that's how you properly bake a cake. And we've gone through the proper mixing, the proper baking techniques, and the proper icing techniques. So with that, you now have the knowledge of how to bake a cake. Thank you.